presented by First Merchants Bank. First Merchants Bank, helping you prosper. Get ready to learn more about the Columbus Blue Jackets players and coaches, as well as find out what's going on this week in the NHL. Now let's join Bob McElligott for the Inside Edge, presented by First Merchants Bank.
Welcome to another summer edition of the Inside Edge, presented by First Merchants Bank. I've got a great show set up for you tonight. Daniil Tarasov, Blue Jackets goaltender who has had his trouble staying healthy the past couple of years. He is in town. He is working out, and I'm going to catch up with him and talk with him. Let him talk to you and tell you where he is in life, in his career, in town, all of those things. So Daniil Tarasov will join me in just a bit. This is the real dead time of the year in the National Hockey League. This is when the general managers are off at their cottages for vacations. It's where there is not a lot of business done right now. But in lieu of business, what there is speculation. Oh, and there is some business. I mean, the Blue Jackets do have business to get done. They have to continue to build a coaching staff, and they have Patrik Laine, a player that has asked for a change of scenery, that they're trying to find a new destination for. I'm going to touch on both of those things here in just a minute. And don't forget, Cole Sillinger still doesn't have a contract yet. He's a restricted free agent. He'll get one. So there is business yet to be done for the Blue Jackets, but this is just a tough time of the year to get it done because so many people are on vacation for all of the months that they put in day and night throughout the course of the regular season, the preseason, the regular season, the postseason, the draft, the free agency, all of that stuff. This is where they get paid off. So that's why it takes a little bit more time to get things done at this time of the year. But let's start with the Blue Jackets and their coaching staff. Dean Evason, of course, was hired as the head coach a couple of weeks ago by general manager Don Waddell, and now the question shifts to who are his assistant coaches going to be. Now, both Aaron Portzline at The Athletic and Brian Hedger at the Columbus Dispatch have reported that Mark Recchi, who was a coach on the Blue Jackets staff last year, will not be returning. Now, Recchi joins Joseph Boumedienne, whose contract ran out at the end of the year. He was not extended. Recchi did have another year on his contract, but he is not coming back. And I'll tell you something. Quite frankly, that is, I'm a little bit sad about that. And I'll tell you why. Because Mark Recchi is a guy that I watched when he was a young player. I watched him come into the NHL. I watched him win a Stanley Cup in Pittsburgh. I watched him go on and win again. And then I watched him turn into a veteran player that really took younger players underneath his wing and looked to help them and make them better players. And that's what Mark Recchi was doing with the Blue Jackets last year. I mean, listen, here's the deal. When it comes to coaching, there are so many different things. There are X's and O's. There are motivation techniques and all those things. Mark Recchi was just that kind of player that he had such success in the NHL. He scored so many goals. I had plenty of conversations with him last year about shooting the puck and where to shoot it and where the holes were. And sometimes the holes aren't where the players want them to be. He always talked about at the bottom of the net. There's so much opportunity, but it's the bar down goals that are the highlight goals. So if it is true that Mark Recchi is not returning to the staff, I'll miss him being around, but it is a business. And part of what he was in charge of was the Blue Jackets power play, and that power play continues to struggle no matter the personnel that they use. So we'll see what happens with that situation here in the next couple of days to the next week. Also, it is rumored that Mike Haviland is going to be coming up from Cleveland, where he was coaching the defense for the Monsters. And I will tell you this. If this is true, I think this is a really good and a really shrewd move by Don Waddell and Dean Evason. And I'll tell you exactly why. Because I had a conversation with somebody in Las Vegas, and when we were there for the draft, of course, and I asked about the development of David Jiricek. And the person I was asking pointed at Mike Haviland and said, he has made David Jiricek a better player. Now, we all know what went on with David Jiricek last year. He was here, and then he was in Cleveland, and he wasn't happy that he was in Cleveland. But I think you could see by the time the postseason rolled around in the American Hockey League that David Jiricek was fully bought in to what was going on in Cleveland. David Jiricek wanted to win in Cleveland for the Monsters, and he was doing things to make that not just a possibility, but sometimes a probability. Does he have a lot of things left to learn about how to play in the National Hockey League? There's no question that he does. But that's because he's a young player who has only played 2 pro seasons in North America. So he's got plenty to learn. But if indeed Haviland does come here, he would bring with him a bond with David Jiricek that could prove invaluable, because you know how this business works. I mean, sometimes you just need that one guy. Sometimes you just need one person to believe in you and help you along, and somebody that you'll trust with your life. Whatever they say, that's what you're going to do. And it seemed like they were able to come up with some kind of a relationship like that. So again, if these things are true and if they happen, I think it's going to be a good move for the Blue Jackets. So we'll wait and see exactly what comes out of all this. And like I said, I would expect in the next couple of days, certainly within the next week, probably on next week's show, I'll be talking more about this as to who is here and what the staff is and all that stuff. But again, those are a couple of nuggets that are out in the news this week, so I wanted to touch upon them. The other one is the Patrik Laine situation, where there was an article this week in The Athletic, and Michael Russo of Minnesota was speculating the possibilities of Patrik Laine getting traded to the Minnesota Wild. Now, here's the problem with that scenario. Minnesota would have to really jump through some hoops and really find a way to come up with a cap space that is needed to bring Patrik Laine's contract into their salary cap structure. And Don Waddell has been very honest. He has said that he wants to make a hockey trade. He would like to keep zero money. I don't know if that's ultimately going to be possible. It'll depend upon, who else is out there talking and what kind of cap space they might have and all that stuff. But Minnesota, they can't do that. They cannot take on $8.7 million per year for the next couple of years because they just don't have a lot of cap space. They're going to after this year. I mean, this is the last year that they are going to be in salary cap jail. And why I say salary cap jail is because a couple of years ago they decided to buy out 2 premier players. They did it at the same time. Zach Parise and Ryan Suter were both bought out by the Minnesota Wild, and they have been carrying that dead cap space for years. They are finally going to get the opportunity to shed that cap space. However, they're not going to get to do it this summer, so they're still bound by that money, that is dead money, in their salary cap. So how could they get a trade done for Patrik Laine? Well, the Blue Jackets, of course, would have to hold back money. How much money? I don't know. It depends on what you're going to get in return. But one of the guys that is talked about is Frederick Gaudreau, who was a real favorite of Dean Evason when he was coaching in Minnesota. And Gaudreau also played for Evason in Milwaukee when Dean was coaching in the American Hockey League in the Nashville Predators system. So, but that's one guy, and his salary coming back is not going to match. But again, there is more speculation going on every day, and there will be. There'll be more speculation going on each and every day until Patrik Laine gets traded. To the Minnesota Wild, I just don't know. I mean, look, I think Bill Guerin would love to have him there. I think he would love to put him out there with Kirill Kaprizov and Matt Boldy and really take pressure off those guys. I don't even know, and I don't think that Patrik Laine would be a first-line player there. I think he would go there as a second-line player, and that could actually benefit him. That could take a lot of pressure off of him as well and just let him go out and play his game. But look, Laine is out of the he's out of the program now. He's out of the player the player assistance program. That's the word I'm looking for. And so teams can now talk to him. And again, Don Waddell wants to get this done. If there is something to get done, he wants to be able to get it done. And don't forget, if there is not anything that makes sense and that the Blue Jackets can get done, it's not out of the realm of possibility that camp opens and Patrik Laine is still on this team. I don't know if that's the way it's going to be or it's not going to be, but I'll tell you this, it's possible, and if that's the right thing to do at the end of the day, then Don Waddell is going to do the right thing. That's what he has shown since he was hired here just a couple of weeks ago. He has come in. He has been very methodical in the way that he's gone about things, and every move that he makes, you can see that he is just trying to do the right thing. So we'll see what happens with Patrik Laine. But those are the stories that are floating around this week, so we've got to talk about those stories just a little bit. But coming up next, I'm going to talk with Daniil Tarasov. Now, for Tarasov, his career as a pro has been plagued by injuries, but right now he's looking good. He's feeling good, and that's something that he just wants to keep going in that same direction. He wants to be ready for this training camp because this training camp is going to be a big one for him, maybe the biggest that he has ever participated in. Daniil Tarasov joins me next, and we'll talk on the Inside Edge, presented by First Merchants Bank, here on 97.1 The Fan.
We're known for three things: games, conversation, and Common Man yelling about things only he cares about. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Hey friends, Brandon Beam here for Truehold. Home values in the city, well, they're sky high. We know that. You have a ton of equity. Your financial advisor thinks the market is peaked, so if you're thinking about selling, it's the right time. Except for two things. High interest rates are going to burn you on a new home loan, and you're not ready to move. Savvy financial advisors suggest Truehold's new Sell and Stay program. It's ingenious because they buy your home now while its value is high, but you can stay in your home as long as you want with an easy, affordable lease. Pretty smart, right? Truehold is going to make you a solid cash offer, not a lowball offer like the others, and it's based on your home's current value. The cash is yours to travel, pay off bills, secure your retirement, and do whatever you want with it. It's your cash. And again, you can stay in your home with a comfortable lease. Truehold covers property taxes, insurance, and maintenance. See how much Truehold will pay for your home today. Call 1-855-300-9993 or visit Truehold.com. The smarter, faster way to cash out on your home's value without moving. Again, that's Truehold.com.
Meet Abdul Mahmood, problem gambling counselor at Maryhaven.
More and more people are falling into problem gambling. It can happen so quickly that you don't realize it until you face a crisis. Gambling issues often connect to depression, anxiety, or other addictions. Maryhaven's experts offer comprehensive care. You and your loved ones can count on mental, emotional, and financial guidance.
Confidential and judgment-free. Go to Maryhaven.com today.
Ah, the sounds of summer. The crack of a bat, the splash of a pool, and the dreaded silence of a broken AC. No uh-oh. Don't sweat it. Call the Waterworks Heating and Cooling Team for an AC tune-up. Schedule a visit today and stay cool all summer long. All set. Call the Waterworks Heating and Cooling Team, 614-333-9720, or schedule service on our website. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better AC.
When you have to stop but don't really want to, stop at BP. Because BP has everything you need to keep it going. Fuel to keep the adventures going. The BP Me app to keep the savings and the commutes going. Snacks and drinks to keep the crew going. And the BP Me Rewards Visa to keep the rewards going and going and going. A stop at BP isn't a stop at all. Keep it going.
The Fan app is about to become your new best friend. Your one-stop shop for all your favorite fan shows. ESPN Columbus and BetQL. Live or on demand. Listen on your schedule. Download the 97.1 The Fan app today. It's free. Do it.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the third time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. mycomputercareer.edu. Financial aid is available for qualified students, including the GI Bill.
Common Man here for Choice Cabinet. Contractors, builders, apartment managers, I'm talking to you. You've all been using the same old cabinet vendors for too long. I want to introduce you to Choice Cabinet. They are new to Central Ohio, and they want your business. Family owned and operated by the Laurinaitis. Yes, cousins to that guy. Kitchens, closets, pantries, laundry rooms, mud rooms, 60,000 all-wood cabinets in stock. Call my guys today, 216-378-9313, or go to choicecabinet.com.
Let's talk interest rates. Not that kind of interest. I mean, interest in you. At First Merchants Bank, we are 100% interested in your success. Our bankers provide a level of attentiveness unlike any other. We're here to get to know you and to be a helpful partner in your financial success. Aren't you tired of your bank just saying they care about your business? Make the switch to First Merchants Bank and feel the difference of real, honest interest in you. First Merchants Bank. For a better banking experience, visit firstmerchants.com/switch, helping you prosper.
As the official financial services partner of your Columbus Blue Jackets, Bread Financial is ready to join the fifth line and light the fuse. And that's not just cannon fodder. They offer simple, personalized payment, lending, and savings solutions. From the Bread Cashback American Express credit card to high-yield savings, CDs, and even buy now, pay later options, you'll find financial solutions for any budget. Shoot and score at breadfinancial.com.
Everyone has that one goal, that thing they want to prove, not to other people, but to themselves. Then, right when you think you could actually do it, cancer. And that goal is still within reach. I would know. I'm about to run my first ever marathon with my two best friends. 3 years after having cancer.
At least we look good in these shorts.
Woo! Let's get it, guys. You, keep making plans.
Visit ohiohealth.com/keepmakingplans to learn more.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Partly sunny, breezy, and a little cooler on this Wednesday. Temperatures in the low 80s. Down to around 70 overnight with mainly clear skies and light northeast winds. Risk of a late day shower or storm on Thursday. Otherwise partly sunny and hot again with highs around 90 degrees. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
All Blue Jackets, all the time. This is The Inside Edge with Jody Shelley and Bob McElligott. Your home for the Columbus Blue Jackets. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Welcome back to The Inside Edge, presented by First Merchants Bank. I'm Bob McElligott, and Daniil Tarasov is with me right now, Blue Jackets goaltender, and it's great to see you, and it's great to see you with that big smile on your face. Now, I'm always used to seeing that during the season, but I didn't get to see you much at the end last year because you got hurt late in the season, so I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're working out and that you're doing fine. How's your summer been?
Yeah, it was all good, yeah. I mean, now I'm feeling 100%. I'm back from this kind of weird injury by the end of the season. Yeah, I mean, I spent pretty good summer. Went back to Russia for a couple months, spent time there. It was our first time flight with the baby. So it was fine. I mean, he did a pretty good job. Yeah, especially with the over ocean flight. So yeah.
How long was the flight?
It was like 12 hours flight.
Oh, 12 hours. And he's what, 7 months?
Yeah, he's now 7 months. But when we traveled, he was 5. So he was pretty basic schedule. He napped, watched some cartoons just for 5 minutes, just calm down. Yeah, it was pretty basic.
Okay, tell me the truth. Were you nervous getting on a plane for a 12-hour flight with a 5-month-old?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we were kind of really worried about it, how it's going to be, because it's not that short flight, actually. So, but I would say, yeah, he did a really good job. We was really surprised.
Well, good. That's a good surprise.
Yeah.
That's a very good surprise. And obviously, just having him and going through this as a first-time parent, this has been a kind of a fun summer for you. I'm sure you've learned a lot already about being a parent.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's kind of change probably your mind at some point. Yeah, you really more like focus on your family and trying to spend as much as you can with your family, and especially with the baby. And now all my time out of the workouts and the hockey, trying to spend with him. It's a kind of cool and really amazing time because he's growing so fast, and I just don't want to miss, that moment.
Yes, and you have no idea how fast he'll grow.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Before you know it, he'll be driving and he'll be out of the house and the whole 9 yards. So, been there, done that. I can tell you, enjoy every second of it, my friend. Isn't it funny how life works? I mean, you start in this game at a young age, and it's just you. And you're trying to be the best that you can be, and you're going to do whatever you can do. And then all of a sudden, you get a girlfriend, you get a wife. Now you have somebody else that you have to consider when you're doing things. And then all of a sudden, you have a child. And it really just... it brings everything into focus, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and now, like my wife said, now we got really third son in our life, and now he's actually trying to speak some, like, words. He's just laughing, and, like, he told me, our, like, quiet and silence time off, I'd say. So, yeah, it's really funny, I would say. Just trying to enjoy this time. Yeah, sometimes he's kind of cranky and noisy, but...
so are you.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's part of their life, and you're trying to, like, enjoy this moment as well.
Yes, no question.
It's huge memories.
Now, you said he's trying to start to talk English or Russian, or what? How do you handle it?
I don't know what this language is, actually. Yeah, some of words, like... he really was surprised when we back to Russian. He heard some Russian language a lot, and he was like, oh my God, what is it? Because usually we spoke in Russia at home with my wife, and he heard all English around when he was here. And now he's coming back again here. We got our neighbors when coming in, and they're speaking English, and we're speaking with them in English, and it's like, oh my God, what is it? So yeah, and I'd say we're trying to talk in Russian at home because he's the baby and a kid, and it's really easy to learn like new language. I mean, he'll heard some words like in the groceries or whatever in the shopping malls, and he's going to the school or like kindergarten. He's gonna be learning so quick English. So we're trying to speak as much as we can in Russian at home because his grandmas and granddads there don't speak English that much, so it's gonna be easy for him.
Right. How old were you when you started speaking English?
My dad played in Montreal, and I was 2 years old there, and he told me after like 2 months I spoke like some random words like in English, like when I'm going on the hallway and like hit him, and I told sorry in English. He was, oh my God. It was like just 2 months there, and you're like learning pretty fast when you're as a kid. So, and I'm really started learning English when I was at school. We were basically in Russia like learning like 2 or 3 languages at school. It's like usually the English, but it's more like the British English, like, and the other one too, it's French or Germany. What do you prefer? Yeah, I mean, probably from the 14-year-old, I'm really trying to learn English, and I'm still doing.
Yeah. Well, your son's going to be way ahead of you.
Oh yeah, yeah. My wife told me you should learn English with him when he's watching the cartoons. So yeah. It's going to be funny.
Hey, she just gave you permission to watch cartoons.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Take it.
Oh yeah.
Don't say no to that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So it's been a good summer for you so far. You've enjoyed yourself.
Yeah. And we're back here and just really focused on the first half of the day on my work.
Yeah, I think that's the most exciting thing for me, and I'm sure it probably is for you too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it's not that it wasn't said before, or it wasn't that you didn't feel like that at times before, and maybe it's just because when everything is new, everybody's excited about it. But it does feel like they have a plan, doesn't it?
Yeah, you're trying to do the best as you can. Anyway, it doesn't matter like it was the old GM or the old head coach. Now it's a new guys. So you're trying to do your best and be a really good teammate, be a good hockey player on the ice, so be a really community with the fans and doing all the simple stuff you did before. And now probably need some, like I said, the new blood taste. I mean, yeah, and now it's really good kick for us, I would say. Yeah, we did not that good last 2 seasons, and now it's another huge opportunity for us, and we're really excited for a new season as a group. They brought some new guys, in a team, so yeah, I'd say it's gonna be huge season.
Talking with Daniil Tarasov, Blue Jackets goaltender, and it's like you're excited because it's something different, and you want to be the best that you can be right away with these guys, right? You want to make a good impression.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You want to show like your best sides, right away, because the new guys and they want to let you know better, and when you shows right away your responsibility, I'd say, and when you get your chance and opportunity, you want to be better, and play good hockey. So this is the new chance for everybody in our room, because it was really tough past seasons, and we got a lot of injuries, and you really want to come back and be like healthy all the year, just show the good result, like make the fans happy. This is the huge thing, because we have the fantastic fan base. We're really bad in the last 2 seasons, and they're really like supported us. The crowd, like every year, like full pack by end of the season. It's amazing. I never seen it before, actually. When you're playing not good, like some of the fans get out from the team, but here, like, it's really shocked and surprised.
So do you feel like you owe them? Like they've been there for you guys when you haven't been your best. You owe them. They're huge, and you really want to make these guys really happy. Just don't want to go just for a game and they like think, are we win or lose tonight, and we want to give these guys to know we're in a good habits, and we're in a winning culture, and we're building these things, and we're coming in playoffs in this season or in the next season, but we're gonna be step by step, and this fan base deserve better. I'm joined tonight by Blue Jackets goaltender Daniil Tarasov on the Inside Edge, presented by First Merchants Bank. Back with more after this on 97.1 The Fan.
Here's a listener tweet. Are men and Bone stupid in real life? Yes. Yes, they are. Common Man and T-Bone.
Weekdays from 3 to 6.
The Fan.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer, he hears things differently. To the untrained ear, everything on his shop floor might sound fine, but he can hear gears grinding or a belt slipping. So he steps in to fix the problem at hand before it gets out of hand. And he knows Grainger's got the right product he needs to get the job done, which is music to his ears. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues? Who are you? Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter, and championship teams need to have two things, heart and soul. Well, at Monogram Homes, they know a thing or two about heart and soul of a new custom home. My friend Bob and his team at Monogram take pride in offering a true custom home building experience. They will take your ideas, your vision, and transform them into the home of your dreams. So let Monogram Homes pour their heart, their soul into your new custom home today. Check them out online at monogramhomes.net. That's monogramhomes.net.
Did your mobile provider just increase their prices again? Switch to Spectrum Mobile, the nation's fastest growing mobile provider. With Spectrum Mobile, you get unlimited talk, text, and data, plus nationwide 5G. Switching to Spectrum Mobile has never been easier. We'll pay off your phone balance up to $2,500. Stop dealing with price hikes from your cell phone company. Get Spectrum Mobile. Visit spectrum.com/itpays-to-switch for full details. Offer subject to change. Service not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
Attention weekend warriors. Fan Sports Saturday has moved to 10 a.m. Join Eric Reeser and Tyvis Powell as they dive into popular topics like the Buckeyes and Tyvis's liquid diet.
Saturdays from 10 to 1.
The Fan.
Ah, the sounds of back to school time. There's plenty to about this time of year, so let Cane's take something off your plate by putting something on it, like hand-battered chicken fingers and cane sauce.
Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Save big on your next landscaping project now at Menards. We're your destination for concrete landscaping blocks. We have the largest in-stock selection ready to take home today. Plus, get free estimates fast using our landscape design program in store or on Menards.com. Save big on all landscape blocks at Menards. America's #1 home improvement retailer for customer satisfaction according to J.D. Power. For J.D. Power 2024 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
Save big money at Menards.
Hi, Bob and Teresa Capace here. Anniversaries are a big deal and meant to be celebrated.
Join us for our 24th anniversary at Worthington Jewelers. Enjoy 10 to 60% off to celebrate this event, August 15th through the 17th.
Worthington Jewelers, your local hometown jeweler.
Bobby Carpenter was determined to get relief for his dad, Rob. Years of college and pro football had taken a toll on Rob's joints. Bobby trusted his dad's care to QC Kinetics and their game-changing regenerative pain treatments.
It's been great to watch him improve. This stuff wasn't available 20 years ago, and how we've been able to kind of hone in and be able to fix the body in a more natural way as opposed to just cutting on it all the time. It's pretty terrific.
QC Kinetics. They take your body's own healing properties, concentrate them, and apply to areas in pain like knees, shoulders, hips, and back. And the results?
He's like, well, it doesn't hurt to go down the stairs anymore. I'm like, well, that's the positive.
Relief without any joint replacements, harmful steroids, or medications. The natural way at QC Kinetics. Don't wait. Call to see if you're a good candidate. Go to qckinetics.com/Columbus or call 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544. Again, 380-208-4544. Get rid of your joint pain with QC Kinetics.
Can't get enough Blue Jackets conversation? Good news. It's hockey o'clock. It's the Inside Edge with Jody Shelley and Bob McElligott. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Blue Jackets goaltender Daniil Tarasov last year was hurt. Couldn't start training camp. He got a late start to the season, but boy, did he finish strong. I'm Bob McElligott, and I'm joined by Daniil right now here on the Inside Edge, presented by First Merchants Bank. You look great, and you look happy, obviously. Is this the best that you've felt in the offseason in the last couple of years?
Yeah. Especially this summer, we're still doing really good job with the athletic trainer, the Kevin Collins. Yeah, we found the weak spots and we're really focused on it, and at the same time we're doing my strongest sides, getting better, and we're working really focused on the weak side. So I would say like now I'm like 75% ready for a season, but we still have like 2 months before training camp. So yeah, and we're really focus it on the all 5 sessions now, getting really strong because the season is pretty long and you need to stay healthy all 82 games in a regular season and then plus playoffs.
Right, and last year it was tough for you right from the start because you were hurt in training camp, so you got a late start and didn't get going. So this summer's even more important for you, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because it was the weak start by the last season, like injury before the Christmas all the time, and then like kind of tricky start week, I would say, but then like found that game, like felt really good, and guys helped really a lot me just get back this feeling. Obviously, it was not that I wanted to end the year. It was kind of tough. Not really tough injury. It was kind of disappointing, You want to it was left like 5 or 6 games by end of the season, and I was really excited to end the season healthy, like show how I can be. But it was kind of hit to the head and
just a weird thing.
Yeah, just a weird thing, and it just was kind of disappointing by end of the season.
Yeah, I'm sure. And it was disappointing for everybody watching you because, like you said, you'd finally found a groove, you were playing really well, and then it ended quicker than you wanted it to end. But does that drive you even a little bit more? I mean, the success that you had last year when you were playing the best.
Yeah, it was kind of, I felt like I'm playing that level consistently on a pretty good level, and you just wanna start from it and just gonna be better every day, every game. Yeah, it should be some ups and downs during the season. Nobody can play the all season long and then really, really nice. So, and at this point, you should just kind of manage your downs. Just how quick you respond with your like tough losses or like your some wrong decision in a game.
Talking with goaltender Daniil Tarasov. Look, every year you come to camp, it's going to be a battle. I mean, there's 2 goalies. Well, you can include Jet; he'll be here in camp. There's guys that are looking for playing time. But listen, do you feel that this is maybe your most important training camp? Maybe a really big opportunity for you to do something well here. New bosses, we already talked about that. Yeah. New people looking at you, but just with the state of the goaltending, do you feel like this is a great opportunity for you?
Yeah, absolutely. This is the 4th training camp, the last training camp I missed. So yeah, this is last year of my contract anyway, and every training camp is a new opportunity, and you're really trying to get your form back, to get ready for a season right away. And there are a lot of young guys. Yeah, I'm still 25, but they're really, really young guys. I met with the Caden. He's 18 years old.
Yeah, Caden Lindstrom,
Yeah, so he's younger than my little brother. So yeah, it's funny, and like you can imagine how times go really, really fast, and you're like 25 now.
You feel like an old guy when you're talking to him, huh?
Yeah, but anyway, still you have a lot of energy. And it's a huge summer and then huge training camp coming, and really excited about it, and I will show the best as I can.
Let me just ask you about goalies in the relationships you guys have with each other, because look, there's only 2 of you on a team during the season. You 2 do a job that nobody else does, so you have to interact and you have to relate with one another, right? Mm-hmm. And you're buddies, but both of you want to be the guy and you want to play. How do you balance the friendship and the competitiveness?
Yeah, it's kind of not tough, I would say. You should really good, have good relationship with another goalie, like with the Elvis, yeah. And we're really close, yeah, in the locker room. But when we see the roster on the game, who is starting, he's like the number one guy in the locker room. And the other guy, it doesn't matter like who is it, he's really supported this guy. Mm-hmm. And I'd say like we did a really good job, especially when Jet called up and we got the chance our duo, and we really support each other. It's anyway who is playing in the net, you know, because this is the team sport and just one guy can win all the games. We need this support from each other. So when he's in the net, he needs something, just water, Gatorade, or any like electrolytes, you just bring him. Just want to.
Do you guys talk a lot when he's playing during the timeouts?
Yeah, just quite a bit. I'm not big talking during the timeouts. I'm really trying like the focus in the game.
You mean if you start?
Yeah,
if you're playing, okay.
Yeah.
And
same in locker room, like you're just trying to relax. Some goalies want to talk, but most of them they're really calm and down, like trying to be like focused on the game. Don't really talk a lot, or because in my side, you're like when you start to talk a lot, you're really probably miss something in a game in the future.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense. But does he like to talk a lot when you're the guy on the bench? Or does it depend?
Yeah,
depend on what the score is or whatever?
Yeah, but usually he has couple questions, just small talk, you know, just get him like keep going, just going in the same way. Yeah, just kind of like that.
You just said a couple of questions. You just made me think. Like, as a backup goalie, I always think that's the hardest job in sports because one thing can happen and you could have to come off that bench, no warm-ups, and go, right?
Yeah.
That's tough. So, like you said, he asked questions. When you watch the game, and you're paying attention, because if you do have to go in, you have to know what's going on, but is there advice like could he say in a game, could he come over and say, hey, what is this guy doing? And maybe you're watching it from a different perspective and you can tell him?
Yeah, absolutely. You're sitting on the bench and you're seeing from the different angle the game, and you can see what the guy is doing on the other side of on the ice. When the game's going on the right side and you're seeing on the left side, and usually the guys on the bench and the coach is there calling the back door or something like that. Mm-hmm. And like during the intermission and the commercial break, he asked some like question about the guys, how they're like skating, what they're wanting to do, and you're just kind of trying to respond like my thoughts about it, and he's like agree or disagree, and he's trying to look just a bit more for those guys what they wanted to do in the game.
So you almost turn into a coach during a game sometimes.
Yeah. So, the same Elvis did when I played, and he gave me some thoughts in the locker room. Like if he saw something, he usually told me that.
So again, it's a great partnership.
Yeah. We're in the same boat.
Right.
We win, like usually you say like win together and lose together.
Win together, lose together. I like that. It's just short, sweet, and to the point. I'm talking with Daniil Tarasov tonight here on The Inside Edge, presented by First Merchants Bank. Our conversation continues right after this on 97.1 The Fan.
Tweet from a listener. Are you carrying the Buckeye game today? Considering we've never not carried one, yes. The answer is yes. The Fan.
Hey, Bobby Carpenter here from my friends at Affinity Whole Health. Affinity is the leader in testosterone and hormone replacement therapy, but they are also much more than that. They help men and women who are experiencing things like low energy, low libido, muscle loss, and weight gain. Turn it all around. You can feel amazing and live better just like I can. It can be delivered right to your door, which is tremendous. Semaglutide for weight loss and testosterone and hormone replacement therapy for so much more. I've been a customer for years and it works. Get started at feelgreatcolumbus.com.
BreezeLine's fiber-powered 1 gig home internet for $49.99 per month offers the reliability you deserve and security you can trust. With a price lock guarantee, no contracts, and free equipment, you'll never have to think about your internet again. This deal gets even better with a $100 gift card. And now you can bundle and save when you add BreezeLine Mobile with plans starting as low as $12.50 per month per line. Act now. Terms and conditions apply. Limited time offer. Learn more at breezeline.com.
Common Man here for Care Heating and Cooling. Weather is unpredictable, but the inside of your home should be comfortable just the way you like it. And the best way to avoid those unnecessary surprises is with a care plan. See, with a care plan, you get priority service, system maintenance in case of an emergency. Just another way to give you and your family peace of mind. And maintaining your systems properly can help save you money. A properly maintained furnace and air conditioner run more efficiently, reducing your utility usage. Regular maintenance also prevents breakdowns and extends the life of your equipment. I'm on the care plan, and I'm quite the expert. I'll stop by and give your system a once-over. I will. Don't tempt me. I end every commercial the same way, telling you to hire Care when you need a company you can trust. It's not just the slogan. That's the Care creed. How about this? Lennox. They have thousands of dealers nationwide. HVAC royalty. Last year, Lennox gave Care their coveted Partner of the Year award because they're trusted by their customers and their partners. Care Heating and Cooling. Call 1-800-COOLING or book an appointment online at careheatingandcooling.com when you need a company you can trust.
It's time for Cleveland Browns preseason football, baby. Catch the Brownies and Packers live from the land.
Live coverage starts Saturday at 4.
Your Central Ohio home for Browns football, the Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Let's talk interest rates. Not that kind of interest. I mean interest in you. At First Merchants Bank, we are 100% interested in your success. Our bankers provide a level of attentiveness unlike any other. We're here to get to know you and to be a helpful partner in your financial success. Aren't you tired of your bank just saying they care about your business? Make the switch to First Merchants Bank and feel the difference of real, honest interest in you. First Merchants Bank. For a better banking experience, visit firstmerchants.com/switch, helping you prosper.
Create career momentum with us at Worthington Steel. Whether you're a recent grad or a seasoned veteran looking to level up, we'll empower your journey. Join a team that puts people first with career development programs, competitive pay, and excellent benefits, including lower health insurance premiums than comparable companies. Let's drive steel forward together. Apply today at worthingtonsteel.com/careers. That's worthingtonsteel.com/careers.
Every breakaway, every penalty kill, every check into the boards, it all takes hard work. And hard work needs advanced rehydration. That's why the Columbus Blue Jackets choose Pedialyte as their official hydration partner. Pedialyte has twice the electrolytes and half the sugar of leading sports drinks. Hydrate like the pros and make Pedialyte a part of your exercise routine. Per liter, Pedialyte has at least 1,030 milligrams of sodium and no more than 25 grams of sugar. Leading sports drinks have approximately 460 milligrams of sodium and 58 grams of sugar.
Let's talk interest rates. Not that kind of interest. I mean interest in you. At First Merchants Bank, we are 100% interested in your success. Our bankers provide a level of attentiveness unlike any other. We're here to get to know you and to be a helpful partner in your financial success. Aren't you tired of your bank just saying they care about your business? Make the switch to First Merchants Bank and feel the difference of real, honest interest in you. First Merchants Bank. For a better banking experience, visit firstmerchants.com/switch, helping you prosper.
All Blue Jackets, all the time. This is the Inside Edge with Jody Shelley and Bob McElligott. Your home for the Columbus Blue Jackets, the Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Getting ready to wrap up this week's edition of the Inside Edge, presented by First Merchants Bank. I'm Bob McElligott, talking with goaltender Daniil Tarasov of the Blue Jackets. We were talking about coaches earlier. Of course, as goaltenders, you guys have your own coach, and that is Nicklas Backstrom. He came in here and took the job full-time last year, and I would ask you how your relationship is with him in that role, but for you, it's a little bit different. You've known him for a little bit longer because before he had the full-time job here, he was working over in Europe, and so you got to see a lot of him, didn't you?
Yeah, I know him really long time. When I played in Finland, so he was not like the second dad, but he came to me watching some games, and we spent some time together, like went to the dinner, like usually do, like I was really young, like 18 or 19 years old.
So you take every free dinner you could get.
Yeah, I'm trying my best. Yeah, it was kind of hard time played there because you went first time out of your city and playing somewhere, and that happened in different country, different cultures, so like different language totally was kind of shock in the first 2 months. But then you're like, was fun, and there was Danik and the goalie coach and the team, they really helped me a lot. So yeah, I know Nick pretty well, long time, and in the last season we did a lot of work. I would say we was really consistently with our work. We're doing a lot of the same stuff every day, getting better in our weak spots. He'll listen at every goalie what he wanted to do and trying to add something new. If it's worked for you, it's fine, you can use it. If it's not, he trying to change something and add something new. So we're in a good relationship with him and Elvis, with Nick and Jed. So we're all working together to the one goal.
With Daniil Tarasov, goaltender for the Blue Jackets, Dean Evason comes in here as the new head coach, and again, you deal with a goalie coach probably more than you deal with a head coach on a team. But you know, the thing that's been stressed all summer here is finding a way to help you guys keep the puck out of the net, and I'm sure that that's exciting for you because it is all about the structure, right? It's the defense, it's the team defense in front of you. You just got to be the last guy to make the final play to make sure it doesn't go in.
Yeah. But anyway, I mean, yeah, going to get the good structure, but the first of all, you're asked from you about the goals. You can't blame for the guys because you're the last guy who can stop this kind of like series of mistakes, you know. And when you did mistakes, this is the worst thing in a game, so yeah. But anyway, you're just trying to do your best every time, with every shot, with every play.
Did you say you got to meet Dean?
Yeah.
What'd you think? What's your first impression? I'm not going to play this for him, so don't worry about it. No, I'm kidding.
He's a really good guy. He's a straight guy. I would say maybe when we need some toughness, he'll give for us it. So yeah, really excited to work with him.
Yeah, that's the same impression I got, and it's I've seen highlights and clips from his time in Minnesota.
I didn't know him a lot, so yeah, I hope like during the training camp we know better each other. So yeah, it's gonna be a really exciting time.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that. All right, what are you going to do with what's left of your summer? You're already working, obviously, to get ready for that training camp, but how much more downtime are you going to have before it's really serious?
Just maybe I will start the skate, in a couple of weeks. Really kind of back on the ice and what I did in a gym. So getting those things on the ice, like really feel my body get enough strong, and we're doing like step by step. I don't want to really rush like I did before, and just don't want to do the same mistakes I did before.
Right.
So
see, that's called learning, right?
Yeah. This is part of our life, learning. So yeah, and yeah, just trying to just work a lot this summer, like the rest of this summer before the training camp. On a weekend, spend all the time with my family. Mm-hmm. We have like our routine almost every Saturday. We go to the zoo. Yeah, my baby my wife ordered the wagon for a zoo.
Yeah.
So he was really excited about that. He can play there, nap there, eat there, so everything.
Oh, lots of zoo time.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, the last thing I got to ask you is your buddy Kirill Marchenko got a new contract.
Oh, yeah.
And
Really
look, we all knew he was going to get a contract, right? But how happy are you for him and just knowing that he's back and it's settled?
Yeah, really, really happy for our guys like Chini and Marchi. They signed new deals. Really happy for these guys. It's really a lot, and they did pretty good job. Plus, like Chini, 3 years and Marchi 2 years. So yeah, it's kind of impressive, and I hope, and I know they will do better in the next season as well.
Yeah, you guys are all excited to be here, aren't you?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we're supporting each other. So yeah, it's kind of part of the life over the sea, you know. Like we have the pretty huge group of Russian here. So yeah, the war, probably March and Chini. So yeah, we're enjoying the time here and spend this time together. Yeah, and now we're resting for each other. That's good. I mean, we're spending all time here, so yeah.
I think it's great. I mean, I just it's got to be more comfortable for you guys to have so many fellow countrymen here. But you all work together well. You're all good guys. You're all fun guys. Yeah. I mean, Provi, I know he's fun somewhere under there, right? He might be the most serious guy in the group, but I'm glad it works out for you guys, and I'm glad you're looking forward to getting together here real soon.
Right. Yeah. Thank you.
Danielle, thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Enjoy your time with your family that's left this summer. Enjoy the zoo.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll be ready for winter, so you don't have to go to the zoo. But no, enjoy it all, and best of luck at training camp.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
That is Blue Jackets goaltender Daniil Tarasov, and that is going to be one of the biggest focal points of the upcoming training camp, that position, and who is going to win the battles with that position. Daniil Tarasov, you just heard, very healthy, very hungry, and ready to go when training camp begins next month. That'll do it for tonight's edition of The Inside Edge, presented by First Merchants Bank. Until next week, I'm Bob McElligott. So long, and thanks for listening to 97.1 The Fan.
Want to know anything about the Fans contest, how to win, or what's up for grabs? Check out 971thefan.com. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
What's that sound? That's the sound of Downy Unstoppable scent beads going into your washing machine and giving your clothes freshness that lasts all day long. There it is again. It's like music to your ears, or more like music to your nose. That freshness is irresistible. Let's get a Downy Unstoppables bottle shake. And now a sniff solo. Nice. With Downy Unstoppables, you just toss, wash, wow, for all-day freshness.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. Go ahead, feel your engine. Admire that perfectly installed exhaust. Your vehicle's moving along this freeway like it was made from fresh installs and a whole lot of love. With eBay Motors, you get over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Ah, the sounds of back to school time. There's plenty to about this time of year, so let Cane's take something off your plate by putting something on it, like hand-battered chicken fingers and cane sauce.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Billiards Plus has everything for the master griller in your house. Come to their showroom, open the lid, and feel the difference in their grills. Professional top quality equipment at great prices with a huge selection ready to go home with you. Billiards Plus on Dublin Center Drive in Dublin.
Spectrum delivers with fast and reliable internet. And with Spectrum One, you get even more. Spectrum Internet, so you can work, game, and stream with speeds up to a gig. Plus advanced Wi-Fi for enhanced security and one Spectrum Mobile unlimited line, both free for 12 months. Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, and mobile. Get it all together with Spectrum One, starting at just $49.99 a month. Visit Spectrum.com for full details. Offer subject to change. Valid for qualified residential customers only. Restrictions apply.
Pain from arthritis is just awful. Constant pain. It robs you of so much of the stuff you love to do. But there are effective ways to deal with that pain. My dad and I can both tell you we were able to get relief without medication or surgery. Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. Listen, there are exciting new cellular therapies that can get you lasting relief. The place to go, QC Kinetics, right here in Columbus, Ohio. Dr. Ray Tesner and his team at QC Kinetics Utilize cutting-edge treatments that accelerate your own body's healing properties, revitalizing your joints so you can move again. Learn how QC Kinetics can use advanced regenerative medicine to treat the pain, enhance your joints, and restore your mobility. Surgery and pain pills, they're not the only option. My dad and I went there. We feel so much better. He's able to move around and walk like he wants to. I'm able to go out and run and do the things that I enjoy. So here's the great thing. Give them a call at 380-208-4544. Go to qckinetics.com/Columbus. They have 3 offices in Dublin, Gahanna, and Grove City.
Broadcast